Amen. Hello, daybreakers, explorers, and survivors. Welcome back to Edge of Eternity. We last tried with no success whatsoever to take down a big boss monster. I think I might have to come back for that one, honestly. So we are going to not do this quest. Even though it would give me a lot of XP, but nah. Let me see if the internet has any strategies for this. May be making a huge mistake here. But I'm gonna try and beat it again. Now that I know the clones are weak, I might have a better chance. Possibly. Maybe. It'll be tough, but I'll try. Where are you? Urdenir. Here. There you are. I see you. Might as well kill these ones first.
Darkness before dawn.
Kill the marked enemy last. So we still don't know what they're weak to. If they're even weak to anything.
Darkness before dawn.
So let's change that. Maybe I can poison it. It's worth a try anyway.
Magic.
Oh,
Come to
actually
our
got an
aid.
initiative. Nice. Did it get poisoned? I think it did. Nice. It's really not doing much though. Okay,
Darkness before dawn.
we have division. I'm going to Earthrift seems to deal decent damage. So I'm gonna have Selene just use Earthrift and Darian go after the clones.
By the will of the gods.
Also, Selene's burned. Okay, need to watch her HP. But now, also the poison wore off. It didn't really do much anyway, so. Got extra damage in.
By the will of the gods.
Hey Zoe. So, you know, she's probably gonna get hit, so I need to heal.
Darkness before
She
dawn.
just about survived that well. Darn it. Okay. Try to draw its attention so Celine can heal. It's gonna divide again. Okay. That gives me some time. Ah. Wait, what? Oh. 300. Okay.
darkness before dawn.
Okay. I'm just gonna... Can't even hit it from that far away. Okay, never mind. Move over there. Starion really needs healing, but I'll take out this one first. Because I know I can survive one more attack from the big one. Division again. Closer to Darian. Good. Two of them are in the same place. Okay. Shouldn't use ether. Darian really needs to use another potion. Okay. No. Hit both of them. Well, you take out that one.
I'm not done yet.
By the will of the gods.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna survive this one either.
I cannot allow myself to die here.
Yeah, maybe I can't beat this one yet. I'm gonna leave this and come back later. Don't want to have a 2-hour stream of me just trying and failing to beat this boss. What else we got? Crystal Hunter. Let's do that. Actually, it's this one. Okay. Let's go for that one. I mean, it's a possibility I could lure it close to her. Or wait until it gets close to a crystal and then try, but even then I don't fancy my odds, so... Zoe says realistic content. I guess so. Rest. Team energy restore. Hey, there's a quest there. Okay, I'm gonna ignore any green enemies because they're low level to me, so they don't give much EXP. So it's not worth wasting my time on them. But yellow and red enemies I will definitely fight whenever I see them. Also, if I fight every enemy I come across, then I'll never finish this damn game. Ah. The size of the pickle I'm in. Hello? What? I need to get some materials for Master Carhack, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. Gathering materials in the plains? That's a dangerous job for a kid. He gave me a knife to fend for myself, sorry. Or to skin a dead Dunrier. I can't remember which. You should stay within the city walls. The monsters are restless. Right? That's what I told him, but he still sent me off to get some Dunrier antlers and bones. Find a carcass and bring it back to me, he said. Sending street urchins on dangerous errands. Business as usual in Herelsor. What are you supposed to fetch? 4 Dunrier bones and 2 pairs of Dunrier antlers. There are Dunrier all over the plains, so I'm supposed to find the remains of a dead one somewhere, but... Stay here, kid. It's too dangerous for you to roam outside alone. Are you going to get me the Dunrier parts for me? If you do, then you should know that the way to find the best parts is to challenge the strongest beasts. Don't get too worked up. Helping policy. Oh, in-scene unlocked. Helping policy. New quest, errand boy. So... 4 Dunrier bones and 2 Dunrier antlers. I think I already have that. Yeah, I've got 16 bones. Yeah, I have enough. Hello there, Opak. You brought a friend with you? Me? Oh, don't mind me, grown up. I'm just here to chat with my old cousin, Opak. Right, cousin? Yeah, my friends are here now, Croc. You can go away now. Your cousin isn't bothering us. We've brought you what your master wanted. Bones and antlers. You won't have to gather the parts now. You did? Great. Now go away, Crocodile. It doesn't concern you. Oh. I see you're doing well for yourself, Opak. Real straight-up guy. Beaver's gonna be so proud of you. Yes, and... By the way, Opak, why don't you tell your new friend what you did with the money? What money? The money Master Carhack gave him. You know, to buy Dunrier parts. Croc, shut up! Whoops, I guess I wasn't supposed to say it out loud, huh? Well, I guess I'm out of here. I'll leave you to your explaining, cousin. You told me your master sent you to get those parts yourself. Well, I may have lied just a little. You really think we don't have anything better to do? Darian. I know, Celine. I haven't forgotten how it was. Okay, I lied and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have manipulated you into fetching those antlers, but I really needed the money. Say, I don't have the money anymore, but I may have a valuable blueprint for you. I'll give it to you, actually. Surely you have some antlers or bones left on top of what you gave me, right? Why? Look at your priestess's lousy staff. Don't you wish you had something better? I don't know what you're implying, buddy. Don't push your luck. Take the blueprint, okay? It's worth more than the parts. You know I'm right. Give me that and scram, little imp. Thank you, guys. I knew you were good chums. Shamanic staff. Okay. Just gotta get to a crafting table then. Sure, there'll be one in Herelsor. Lots of people to talk to. There's a save point, which you better believe I'm going to use. Looks like we can't get in. I wonder what's happening. Halt! Keep your distance. Access to the city is restricted. Nobody gets through. How long will it take exactly? No one can say. Please look at this safe conduct from the sanctorium. I believe that it should be enough to grant us access to the city. A safe conduct? What do you think? Seems legit to you? Seems right, yeah. Besides, look at her garb. Seems like pretty official stuff. Yeah, you can go. Do you know of a guy named Alfarius by any chance? Doesn't ring a bell. Better luck asking the people inside. Thank you. That easy? There's got to be a catch somewhere. Oh, guess we're in. Welcome to Herelsor. There's 2 quests I can see already. Wow. Well, this is an RPG after all. Lots of quests. Astrian continent, New Herelsor, the city of wind. Welcome to Windy City. And so, in the wakes of what is known today as the Arcadian catastrophe, the consort, with the assent of the council, has forbidden the use of all crystal catalysts until further notice. Each household will have to relinquish all catalysts for the... But what are we going to do? We can't operate our harvesters without catalysts. Is this some kind of sick joke? Damn it. Damn Arcadians again. They're making it worse for everyone. Told you so. I told you so. Don't use those damn machines. Told you. Things are getting worse by the day. The same goes for Mom. So, how are we going to find your mentor? Yes, so what was that note already? Find me in Herelsor. I'll be sporting a very well-groomed moustache. That's our only lead. Yep. This keeps getting better and better. Things will work out just fine, you'll see. Let's ask around if anyone's seen him. Okay, for that I want to do this quest, wherever it is. So, I see it. What am I going to do with you? Whatever you do, be quick, because I'll be gone in 3 days, remember? Of course I remember, you oaf. Yeah, well then I'd appreciate you leaving me some space on the matter. Hey, you there, with the Templar. You're some kind of mercenary, aren't you? I bet you say that to everyone with a big sword on their back. How does winning 100 hairs sound to you? It would sound good to anyone, ma'am. Good. See that worthless pile of hair beside me? Mom, what do you intend to... Oh gods, please no. Turns out he didn't wait to be drafted into the army, he actually volunteered. Like I said, Mom, I have a plan and it's fireproof. Yeah, right. You will bite the big one on your first day. If your mum doesn't do something for you, that is. Didn't you listen? I said I had an airtight plan. You two will train my son so he'll come back alive from whatever hellhole they'll be sending him to. You'll take him with you for the next 3 days, teach him everything he needs to survive. Cynthia says, howdy ho, rowdy hoes. Hey, Cynthia. 100 hairs. Deal? Deal. We'll do it. Can't perform miracles, but yeah, I can give him some pointers. Hear that, Nugget? Don't call me that in front of strangers. Let's go, Nugget. I've made some arrangements with the monster trader. Go find him. He's on the other side of the city. The boy's mom told me. So you're here to train this here lad, huh? You got that right. Well, those mean beans behind me ate their 5th tamer this month. They don't even bother to chew anymore. If you intend to fight them, consider yourself warned. Oh.
Darkness before dawn.
Well, we're into it anyway. Perform attacks from behind. Cynthia, okay, Nugget, this is an adult dragon and you're gonna fight it. Don't worry, it's all part of training. Now get over there and stab it and try not to get burned alive. I'll be over here cheering you on. Is that from How to Train Your Dragon? It's time for an ad break. Cynthia, nope, literally just threw it together on a whim. Ah, nice. That was good. Okay. Let's get done. You move to there. On. Okay. Up there. I need it to attack either Nicholas or Darian. Damn, it seems fixated on Celine. Maybe I could use that to my advantage though. I get over there. Then... Gotcha. Celine can take care of it. That wasn't so hard. Kind of awkward, but not hard. Got it. If you're outmatched, take cover. If it's compatible with the master plan, yeah, I'll do that. You keep referring to a certain plan. What is it? Sorry guys, it's a secret. Let's resume the training. The next ones are even more dangerous. Be prepared.
Magic, come to our aid.
Defeat all your enemies in less than 3 turns. What's that? Whoa, I'm getting so ripped it's almost frightening. Having such power, it's probably too much of a responsibility. I knew dockers who quit their job for that reason. Couldn't handle their own burliness. I can totally relate, but, you know, I'm like From a different mold. I'm no quitter. Stop teasing him, Darian. Right, let's keep at it. And for the next, well, let's just say that you have my sympathy.
Don't worry, I got this.
Finish the battle without using the same skill twice. Okay. Oh, hi, you're different. Burn it down and recreate me.
Darkness before dawn.
Try memorizing that. Huh. Cynthia, hey, you didn't die. That's great. Now we can continue to the next lesson. This is a task. I woke it up on accident last night after a long night at the pub, so I'm putting my trust in you to subdue it. Good luck out there, Nugget. You're beginning to hold your own, Nugget. I could even do it in my sleep now. Let's keep 'em coming. No need. I think you're ready. Let's go back to your mother. Cynthia says I'm such a good teacher. I mean, trial by fire is a thing, I guess. Come back later. We'll set things up. So, Nugget, here we are. By the way, my name's Nicholas. Say, why did you enlist? I'm sure you still had time before your draft. It's my mom. See how she's willing to spend an arm and a leg on some kind of false hope? Cynthia, if you throw a kid into a swamp full of gators, they'll swim. Or die. Yeah, but yeah. She's nuts. Every morning she counts the days remaining before my 18th. Keeps telling me, maybe the war will end before you'll have to go there, and the war got your father, but it won't get you. The weight is slowly driving her insane, so I thought I'd end it. Better for both of us. That's the master plan you've been talking about? Yeah, and I got some older friends who are getting drafted. If I volunteer now, chances are they'll send us the same place. Then we'll be able to look out for each other. Against all expectations, this plan is not all bad. You just might have a chance of surviving, Nicholas. Fireproof, I told you. Oh, another staff recipe. Okay, now I'm here. There was another inn scene. Right. Thought that was an entrance. Here's the entrance. Can I not go in? Hello? Can I not go in? Cynthia's shiny Bibarel, what the fuck? Oh, you found one? Nice. Oh, here we go. The rainbow pea loaf. Formerly a staple food in Austria. Today, most rainbow peas are dried, processed into a powder and sent to the front. There it is rehydrated using water from thawed ice, warmed up and consumed by the many tired soldiers. So they're cute, mine's still a bidoof. Oh, are you both doing the Pokemon Go thing? Plus 5 attack, plus 5% attack, haste and resolve. And we have pillage flan. A staple of country-style cooking, this rich flan is made with pillage eggs and is traditionally eaten for breakfast. Very salty taste, like the tears of the farmers who breed the foul beast for a living. Plus 5% magic haste and incantation speed. I'll go for the pea loaf. Cynthia, I swear I was literally just thinking, you know, with how much grinding I'm bound to find a shiny despite the one in 4096. Then I heard the ding. Well, congratulations. I still have never found a shiny Pokemon in any game. So the Pokemon Go things was Teddy Ursa, not Bidoof. Ah. Here, let's see this scene. Helping policy. Cynthia, I'm still grinding on Brilliant Diamond. Ah, okay. Maybe we should talk, Celine. About what? About our helping policy. We'll be travelling a lot and meeting a lot of people. Some of them will need our help. Cynthia, sucks that Bidoof Shiny is just a slightly lighter shade of brown. Yeah, it's not very creative. I know how you are. You will want to help them. And you won't? Of course I want to help them, but Mother is sick. Her days are numbered, you said it yourself. With the care she's receiving, she should be okay for some time. I don't want to make her wait longer than she has to. Cynthia got him in a Premier Ball. Nice. Congratulations. So are you saying that if someone's in danger, we shouldn't stop to help? No, that's not what I'm saying either. It's just that we should pick our fights, right? Maybe we should judge our involvement on a case-by-case basis. You know that if we do that, we'll still end up helping everyone we meet. I hear you. Can I suggest setting some ground rules then? Maybe. I think we should only help people in immediate danger. Like, threatened by monsters? Yeah, for instance. What about people on the verge of starvation? Do you consider them to be in immediate danger? Well, yes and no, but we can't. What if we cross a hungry child, or an orphan? We help them, of course. And an adult? Adults can fend for themselves, mostly, so no. And if the adult is crippled and cannot cater to their own needs, then we should help them. But what if this adult we're talking about has some kind of injury, who through a misplaced sense of pride tries to hide it from us? Don't say it never happens. But if we go down that road, we will still ending up helping everyone along the way. What do you suggest then? We judge on a case-by-case basis. Great. I knew you'd do that. Hey, it's an RPG. You've got to help as many people as possible. Okay. Your team receives a food bonus, Rainbow Pillow. Okay, speaking of helping people, let's go check out this quest over here. Cynthia, yeah, it literally just goes from dirt brown to like the oak wood from Minecraft. You could argue it's gold, but it's still a shitty shiny. Yeah. Although I've seen some other pretty bad shinies too. You two, a minute of your time, please. Then be quick, we have little to spare. It will be short, I promise. Zoe shake Cynthia cough cough seal. Zoe shakes a fist at Gengar and Garchomp. Cynthia cough cough Gengar. Yeah. Have you seen a Dunria around these parts? Dunria? We've seen a lot of them, actually. The one we're seeking is different than most. It is sporting a single horn among its antlers. And his mane, Ril. Don't forget his mane. Of course, sir. Its mane shines brightly in the moonlight. You wouldn't be able to miss it even if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to. Yeah, the English in this game isn't perfect, but, you know. It was made by a small French team, so I forgive some mistakes here and there. It's actually pretty damn good, considering, like, there are AAA games with more mistakes in the English text than this one. Cynthia cough cough all 1 more billion lime green shinies. Oh yeah, I would never forget it. Never forget how magnificent it was. And I want it dead. Okay, I want that Dunrear dead. Kill it and bring me back its horn. Priestess, you cannot refuse me this. You cannot deny me salvation. Please, save the soul of this dying old man. It's so beautiful and you want it dead. Sorry, like Ursaring and Dragonite and Shelmet. Cynthia and Crobat. A moment, old man. We have not seen the Dunrear you seek, and we have no time to go big game hunting. I don't understand. Why is the fate of this beast entangled with your own? 30 years ago, the Dunrear killed, and my sons, Don't let yourself be overwhelmed by emotion, my lord. You know the anger makes the worst of your condition. Allow me to continue. They're still listing Pokemon in the chat, by the way. 30 years ago, a Dunrear erupted, is that a word or is that a typo? I don't know. Into my master's domain. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be erupted or like if that's a different word. In but a moment, it threw itself at a young man who had just completed his coming-of-age ceremony and pierced him with its horn. Then, just as quickly as it came, it disappeared, leaving behind the lifeless body of my master's only heir. We have scoured the world, year after year, to track it down. To no avail, until now. We know that this Dunrear is prowling around Herelsor. We have Mischievous, Vicavolt, Sizor, Dialga, Onyx, Tvylus, Trapinch, Latios. Zoe says I'll stop at some point. Espeon, Machamp, Muk. Okay, I'm done now. Why do you want its horn? A token of its demise. And I need it. I need it. That is all you need to know. Let's leave it at that. So, will you do it? If by chance we find that beast on our travels, then we will answer your plight. There is also a monetary reward, if that is any incentive for you to reconsider your doubtlessly busy schedule. Also, all of the hunters in the region may have valuable information on the beast's whereabouts. Provided they are willing to cooperate, of course. A Dunrear with a horn and a mane that shines in the moonlight. This can't be right. This can't be an Uralic. Uralic? What's an Uralic? A mythical beast, presumably anointed by the gods, tasked to bring their wisdom to the people of Herion. But they disappeared centuries ago. Cynthia says Venusaur. Any chance the old man's story is made up? I do not know. He seemed pretty serious, and the part about his son is making me uneasy. Why? The The Uralics has been known to occasionally kill young men on the day they came of age. Apparently they were gifted with foresight. With but one gaze they could determine the future of a person. And they would use that gift for one purpose and one purpose only. To find people who would commit horrible crimes and terrible atrocities. And kill them before they reach that moment of their lives. Cynthia can't to see how many more we get on the 18th. Yes, Scarlet and Violet. In order to prevent those atrocities from happening, right? Exactly. So the son of that old man was to become a murderer or something like that? Maybe even worse. But killing someone who is still innocent at that moment of their life, I don't know how I feel about that. The last Herelsor. Well, there's a lot of people I can talk to, but they're all very far away, so I will get that later. For now, I'm going to go back to tracking this one. Ah, there's a crafting table. Gem cutter. Cynthia, what do you mean there's a moral dilemma in my video game? Ignore the theirs. Sorry. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I leave you 1 month with that sword and it's still as good as new. We had an agreement. I would use this sword for a month and... Don't try to weasel your way out of it, you little runt. I told you to test that sword in a real combat situation, not let it have its beauty sleep in your scabbard. Sorry, moral dilemma? In my video game? It's more likely than you think. Hey, I did my best. Do you actually know how durable this thing is? You're a disgrace, Colbo. Get out of my sight. I thought you had what it took for the job, but I was obviously wrong. Get. Hey, you promised me a reward in exchange for... Cynthia, thinking in my brain is less likely to think. Don't make me gut you, pal. Your innards would make this lovely pavement look bad. Well. Ooh, upgrade. Gem cutter. I need to unequip the stone cutter. Rock burst series. Periodically give a shield that that cancel the next attack. That's it. You'd have given me a bit more, you know. So thinking is highly overrated anyway. Correct. Good girl. Oh, I have to hold it. Okay. There we go. Looks like I got Cynthia too. Shamanic staff. The additional area fire damages on the target nexus. Need one more Dunris antlers for that one. But level these ones up first. Gym cutter. And shamanic staff. Fire strike. I think haste is speed. I think haste is just what this game calls speed. So magic. There we go. There's a quest. Here to prove your metal? After a closer look, probably not. That claymore on your back is probably just for show, I'd say. Don't take it the wrong way, old man, but you're not really the type I like to impress. Whoa, this one got some kick on his tongue. Sure you're not here to test some of my swords? No, guess not. Not with those scrawny shoulder of yours. You're growing senile, Gramps. You should start making sense if you want this conversation to go anywhere. By the dead gods, we got a thinker over here. He wants the whole story. Then listen, thinker. I'm trying a new alloy for weapons, for our boys to use against the Arculites back there. It's a sort of Arcadian steel tempered with a bit of crystal. It's supposed to give it some magical properties. And I need to know is how it withstands long-term damage. Its enchantment is volatile and I wouldn't want it to evaporate after 1 or 2 blows. Thing is, the volunteers I keep tasking with this mission are pathetic excuses for warriors. For the life of them, they just can't seem to wear the blade out. They're probably not even trying, though. They happen to knock a couple of wolves out and they believe they're some kind of legendary swordsman. Cynthia, you heard the man. We got a thinker. Code red, code red. Someone is thinking. All brainwashing units to Sector 3. We have the thinker. I need someone who will take this blade out for a spin in a shower, and not in spring water if you catch my drift. This baby needs violence. Find some tough enemy to slay, or slaughter Orocos by the thousands. I just want that blade worn out by the time you come back to me, and its magic depleted. And what do I get out of this? A thank you, maybe? Or even better, a cup of tea? I'm the best blacksmith there is, kid. I'll let that feisty brain of yours imagine what it's like to be in my good graces. So, interested, wimp? Give me that blade, and don't cry when you see what I make of it. Hey, I'm not the blind girlfriend you left in your backwater village, champ. I need more than empty promises. Zoe says never let the thinker talk. Arcadian steel sword. Nice. So I equip this. Tough love. What we got? +1 attack. Fire strike. Okay. What else is around here? Well, the quest marker for one, so... at least I thought it was. Oh, not tracking the quest, that's why. Track. Where are you leading me? Wait. Stash. I mean, well-groomed moustache, it says. I think it's this person. Various. Talk to Myrna, she has ears everywhere. She lives in a gaudy tent with garish colours. Follow the tracks of stupid youngsters grinning like idiots and you'll eventually get there.
So, what's next?
Hey, like a break reading dial.
Finding Lady Myrna, so it seems. From what I heard, she's a renowned soul searcher.
A soul searcher? Oh, for the dead god's sake.
Is there a problem?
Can't stand them. Con men and women preying on people gullible enough to believe them.
Well, I don't hate them.
Don't tell me you're actually buying their hogwash.
I don't. But at the very least, I find it entertaining.
Well, it's time for a nap break and I'm also going to get myself a drink, so I'll be right back. Oh wait. Drink. Ready to continue. Figure out what's going on with these cables. There we go. Cynthia, hogwash, more like brainwash. Ha, got him. So how about that airplane food? I actually don't find airplane food that bad. I mean, to be honest, I haven't flown on an airplane in like forever, and usually when I did, it was like a 2-hour flight, so I didn't actually get served food because the flight wasn't long enough for that. But like, whenever I actually have tried airplane food, I never had a problem with it. I thought it was pretty tasty, honestly. Maybe I just got lucky.
Great. You'll do the talking then.
Yes. Or I will, probably. Because I guess they didn't have a big enough team or budget to voice every single line in this game. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. This is a pretty place.
I know who you are here for. Your elusive master, Alfarius.
That is correct.
Sit down. First things first, let me decipher your spirit. Not you, priestess. There is little light to shed on your soul. No shadows within you. You're a setting sun, a perfect orb of searing light clearing the path ahead. To scrutinize your soul would be as pointless as looking for shadows among the flames.
Maybe.
But for the young man painfully dragging himself at your side, it's another story. A story worth telling, actually.
Oh, no. Please, no.
Sit, boy. There are plenty of shadows to go about in your tormented mind. Let me approach these unwanted zephyrs.
Yeah, no. I'll keep my thoughts to myself if you don't mind. We're here for Alfarius. Do you know where he is?
For me to answer such a straightforward question would be an insult to the grand, ever-changing order. Life cares little for simplicity, and truth seldom reveals itself to such tedious inquiries. Like a worm, you have to writhe your way through darkness to find it. If you want me to reveal Alfarius's whereabouts, you will have to let me scrutinize your soul first.
That's what I figured. You soul-searching people just love hearing yourselves prattle on about the lives of others.
No need to be so rude, Darian.
If she can really read my soul, then the way I talk will soon be the last of her worries. I can tell you that.
My, you're a lively one. It will be enjoyable indeed. So, sit.
No getting out of this, is there? Keep in mind, I'm not like the wide-eyed teenagers that come asking you for advice, Myrna. The war is behind me, and there's little innocence left in me for you to exploit.
Know that for my predictions, I need a small part of your essence, but a tiny fragment of your soul.
It's customary for soul searchers to ask you for a part of your soul before they predict your future. It's only for show, though. They don't actually take anything from you. Lady Myrna just wants you to voice your consent.
Seriously? Yeah, okay. Take a part of my soul if you want. Be my guest. Just don't go complaining afterwards.
Come! Come, forsaken shard of destiny! Come, pledge of days long past! Let this carmine crystal be your new home!
Is that it? Alright, you can go through your usual routine now. Ooh, I'm sensing something. Great destiny ahead. Then, the light on your crystal goes off. It's the first time it happens to you. Then you tell me, I can't see it. I can't see your destiny. I don't understand. The star shines over your fate, young man, but I can't see what it is. But it is a great one indeed. There, I just did it for you.
Just let her focus.
I see. It seems you are wounded, young man. Beaten but unyielding. Torn yet still whole. Pride is your crutch, justice your path. You've been walking on the edge for some time now, unsure whether to take the leap. Your path will take you up hills and down vales, but always the edge alongside. Of these happenings, you're the unwilling actor. You long for nothing but peace. You are trusting the path to take you where you must, looking for an omen to help you make your choice. Yet...
That's enough! I let you have your fun, play out your little performance. Now, tell us where we can find Alfarius.
So impatient to meet your fate. I just told you that your trip will take you to many strange places. One of these is a vale not too far from here. In its crucible, a handful of people. Lost, the whole lot of them. Amongst them, a prisoner by the name of Calder.
Calder?
You are to free him from his jailers. After, and only after you've done it, will I reveal Alfarius' location to you.
Excuse me, but I think Alfarius would want to meet us as soon as possible.
You know my conditions. Whether you choose to meet them is up to you.
If there is no other way, then we will do it. What do you say, Darian?
Yes, we'll do it.
I'm surprised, Darian. You didn't even argue with her when she tasked us with finding this Calder.
Cynthia says, see, I wasn't paying attention for a minute. Heard don't have a big enough and thought you were going to finish that statement with Dick. Congratulations, you've just signed your existence away to the Fae. Have fun being forgotten. And Zoe, oops. Cynthia Calder, I barely know her. Also, I gotta say, like, for a indie game made by a small company, Darian's voice acting is, I mean, none of the voice acting in this is bad, but Darian's voice acting is pretty freaking good. I want to say, who voices him? Mika Solusod. Don't know who that is. Oh, he's actually a famous voice actor. Okay, that makes sense now. He's been in a lot of anime, English dubs, of course. That's pretty impressive, honestly. Just looking through his filmography, he's been in Attack on Titan, Dragon. Oh, he was Tagoma and Haru in Dragon Ball Super. Danganronpa. My Hero Academia too. Oh, nice. He's done a lot of stuff. Okay, well, yeah. It's pretty cool. So Calder, I better know her, yeah.
That's because I know him. At least, if he's the one I'm thinking of.
Who is he?
A fellow soldier, and a good man. We both served in the same company. If he's a prisoner, that means...
He's probably a deserter, just like you.
Probably.
More past is unfolding.
I understand why you accepted so readily.
If he's a deserter, though, that means his captors might be fellow soldiers. If possible, I'd like to avoid harming them.
We will find a way to free Calder without violence, then. Calder, a fellow brother in arms. I really wonder if it's merely a coincidence.
Of course it is.
Also, I've noticed that sometimes what the voice actors say doesn't match up exactly with what the subtitles say, so I'm guessing they wrote the script first and then had the actors perform it, but like they said, like, you don't have to read this exactly as we've written it. If you think like a better way to say it, then just go for that. But like the script they wrote is what they put in the game.
She's no seer, but she's good at flapping her gums. I'll give her that.
A soldier trick. In scene unlocked. Oh yeah. And another in scene unlocked. Footsteps on the city floor. We have a new objective. Find and free Calder. Let's have a look at these in scenes first. Where's the inn? There it is. Oh, there's more. But a scratch. What's with your chest? You keep touching it. They do. How about that? Inner voice 1. I don't mind suffering. I mind suffering going to waste. Now, where did I hear that? You're asking me? It sounds like some kind of famous quote from a historical figure. Does it ring a bell to you? It doesn't. Maybe you read it in one of your adventure novels? If it was the case, I would have remembered it. Every morning, this saying is the first thing that pops into my mind. Zoe, what's with your chest? You keep touching it is a typical question when Cynthia and I are both here, to be honest. Hey, me too. In the morning, you say? It would be reasonable to think that you dreamed it. Can't say. It's been a while since I last remembered one of my dreams. I don't mind suffering. I mind suffering going to waste. Sorry, I will be on my behaviour. Oh, I'm sure you meant to say best behaviour, didn't you? So it says I make no promises as to the quality of said behaviour. Sounds like the half-empty glass version of no pain, no gain. Good girl. Cynthia, as one of my friends says, tits are just on-demand hand warmers. True. Ah, please, not that one. Mum bashed our head so many times with it that I skip a heartbeat every time I hear it. She's not wrong, though. Pain isn't the only path to progress. Which other paths are there? Joy, for starters. If you say so, Saint Ostia. I'll have you know that I'm the very embodiment of a pragmatist. Soldier trick. I gotta say, I've had several bodyguards in my travels, but it's the first time I've felt so safe. Because you're with your big bro? Don't get ahead of yourself. That matter hasn't been settled yet. Uh-huh. No, I feel safe with you because you're constantly on edge. On edge? You're constantly watching our surroundings. I don't think you ever let your guard down. Oh. I know why you think that. It's the creepy old naked guy technique. The what? Creepy old naked guy technique. I just don't. It's a combat technique, Celine. Every time you look at anything, a bush, a rock, a tree, an animal, you ask yourself, is there a creepy old naked guy lurking behind it? Is he going to jump out? What if he runs at us, cursing, swearing, and throwing handfuls of mud? I've got to be ready for that. I've got to be ready for anything. So, there. That's the secret. Cynthia and me when I get a random DM. Sarcasm. But wouldn't it work just as well if it was, I don't know, the bloodthirsty monster technique? Oh, I tried the bloodthirsty monster technique. It's just not the same. Only creepy old naked guys put me really on edge. Huh. A combat technique, you say? What kind of soldier would come up with that? The bored kind. Footsteps on the... Sorry, I processed the wrong form of edge there for a second. Yeah, could work too, I guess. Footsteps on the city floor. It's a strange feeling, walking up the streets and hearing people going on with their lives, talking, laughing, as if everything was normal. The world is on the verge of destruction, and still they go about their lives as if it was no big deal. Are you resenting them for it? Why would I? I'd live their life if I could. It's just that I keep wondering. About what? If it's not too late already. I don't think these people are oblivious to what's coming. They know about the war, about the corrosion. Maybe they have already come to terms with the fact that either will take them. That maybe it's already too late. Maybe we're living our last, I don't know, weeks or months chasing a cure that doesn't exist at all. Maybe the Archelites are planning right now an all-out assault that would put an end to the war, or even Herion itself. I mean, are we even sure there is a cure to the corrosion at all? I don't know about that. But I know it is never too late to do the right thing. What are even the odds that we find some cure? What if we fail? Then at least we will be dying doing the right thing. It will mean something. About us as humans, about our people as a whole, about the fact that we were doing something in spite of the odds. Is it the priestess speaking? No, merely me. I know that you've become jaded by the war. I don't know exactly to what extent, but I know that you agree with me. You wouldn't have deserted otherwise. Cynthia, why do the right thing when you can do the fun thing? Thank you. For what? Maybe I needed to hear this. You're welcome. Celine the archivist. So, how did you get the Sanctorium to cut you loose? I can't imagine the elders releasing you from duty just because you told them that Mum is sick. Cynthia, I'm responsible, I swear. I'm sure you are. You're right, they wouldn't have let me if I asked. So, I made them do it. You made them do it? By becoming what you could proverbially call a pain in the butt. Okay, now this sounds like a story. You have no idea. At the moment I received news from Mum, I was operating as an archivist in Dehostra. I wasn't especially fond of carrying favours at the time. I knew that they would turn my request down. So, instead of begging them to let me see Mum, I decided to become a grain of salt in their delicate machinery. How did you do that? I started doing my job as if it was a matter of life and death, with such zeal and persistence that I slowly drove them to madness. Every time the elders would try to establish new edicts, I'd barge into their study with tablets of much older laws and forgotten versions of the epigrams, showing them every instance of the sacred texts that would contradict the edicts they were already pulling their hair off writing. As you can guess, I drove them up the wall once too many, so they decided to promote me from archivist to midwife. Ah, the classic malicious compliance trick. Midwife. The midwife corpus is where they dump the persona non grata, priestesses and priests who are speaking their minds too freely, the discontents. But that was exactly what I was waiting for. I had been popular with the midwives for a long time, so when I eventually became one of theirs, they were overjoyed. They immediately elected me as their representative on the council ring. Which means that barely a week after my eviction, I was back in their study to drive the demands of the midwife corpus. When they saw me, the elders just freaked out. They had thrown me out by the door only to see me climb back in through the window. Cynthia, midwife when someone doesn't want to commit to being a full wife. In the end, they eventually figured the only way to be sure I wouldn't bother them anymore was to task me with the honour of finding a cure to the corrosion. Which I had no choice but to accept. Was this some kind of reward or a punishment? There may have been some rumours running around that it was the worst mission they could ever give me, and that I would be mortified to be assigned such a perilous mission. At this point, I'm afraid to ask if you were the one who first spread that rumour. Of course I was. This is... you're... Yeah, I know. I'm good. I'm speechless. The midwife. How about that? Want me to tell you about it? I'll pass. Makes me remember that time when Mum told us about the birds and the bees. And that's precisely the memory I wanted to escape. Celine the midwife. How come you were so popular with the midwives? Even if this corpus was the place where the sanctorium shelved the discontents, the midwives were always short-handed. So, before they tried to evict me on this mission to find a cure, I came to lend them a hand from time to time. I saw Mum helping give birth a few times, so I figured I could be of help. And of course they smiled when they saw me, a young archivist, barging in and lending a hand. They thought it wouldn't last more than a week, but as a matter of fact, I thrived. I was really good at it. Good? How so? I can get my way around pain. What do you mean? I know about pain, and I know how to divert it. There's a trick, you see. Imagine you're suffering a lot. Hurting doesn't really begin to describe it. You're in so much pain that you're oblivious to your surroundings. I think I can picture that. You're all out of still puppies, so calming the pain is not an option. What do you do? I take it, I guess. You can't just take it. You're a mother and you're delivering a baby. Do you want me to describe everything in detail? I'm not sure I want to hear those things. That's where I come in. I pinch one of their nerves in some really sensitive place. It produces a sharper pain, the kind of pain that keeps telling, look over here, stop looking at the big bad ugly pain that fills up the whole room. Look at me, here, look at me. Okay, we gotta do an ad break. And it usually works. They pay more attention to that sharp, nagging, sneaky little pain that's not so hard to bear, instead of the huge barrel of boiling lava in the underbelly. And Cynthia AOE getting the pussy secrets. Whoa, does it really work? I explain how it works beforehand. Who do you take me for? Some kind of sadist? I don't know. It seems so convenient. Why doesn't anyone know that trick? I'll show you next time you're wounded. If I'm wounded, I hope you'll actually heal me. Cynthia, I couldn't think of a better joke. That's okay. First I'll show you the trick, then I will heal you. Oh god. Inner voice too. I could have sworn I heard you talking to yourself the other day. Oh, did you hear that? You were praying or something? Something like that. A true priestess of the Sanctorium. Actually, once you enter the Sanctorium, you lose the right to pray whenever you want. Lose the right to pray? Really? You mean you can't even say a quick prayer, tell the gods a few things before you go to sleep? No, you have to go through the whole procedure if you want to pray. You start by writing down your prayer on a piece of paper, then you have to turn it into a petition, then get it signed off by a senior priest, then obtain the seal of a councilman, and only then can you go in front of an altar and recite it. Under surveillance, of course. That's ridiculous. Why? 2 generations ago, the elders decreed that too many prayers would break the gods' concentration. For the Sanctorium elders to communicate with them properly, they have to keep ambient noise to a minimum. But of course the elders can pray to the gods whenever they want. They know what's best. Why don't they forbid praying for the rest of the population? Mainly because profanes are inexperienced in the ways of magic. They don't distract the gods much. Can't see them, can't hear them. That's crazy, huh? The Sanctorium feels like a madhouse sometimes. And so you were praying earlier. Illegally. Celine, the renegade priestess. Huh. You might find it funny, but I could be sentenced to drag a boulder around for a whole week because of this. For this, sorry. You're pulling my leg now, Celine. Madhouse, Darian. Okay, that's all the scenes. Whew. Learned a lot of stuff about the characters. Nice. Got a bit of backstory. Team receives the food bonus. Alright. So, which quest is closest? Crystal Hunter, 783. Chest training, well, I just need to open chests, so not doing that yet. That one, 682. Okay, I'll go for that one then. Let's see if I can teleport there. Because I'm not running all that way. I mean, there's a lot of... Ooh. There's a lot of people I can talk to for this one. So first I save. Then I teleport. To here. Herelsor Plain Arch. Teleport. Now. Yes, I saved before and after the teleport. Will love it. Save often. #1 tip for video games. Unless you're playing Resident Evil, which limits the amount of saves you can make for some bizarre reason. Let me sleep. Tonight I'll be hunting that white Dunray everyone's going on about. So, should I take that as meaning it only comes out at night? Celine, you coming? Oh, wait, it's a quest board here. Sure. Do some other hunt quests. Why not? I seem to have left Celine behind. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully she'll warp to me when I go into a battle. What am I hunting? Wait, what? Oh, that's changed leader. Okay. Coctas and Oracle. Okay, so I don't need to pay attention to these done wrong then. So you're after the Dunray, huh? Tough luck. We will be the ones to claim the reward. Oh, okay.
Let's end this quickly.
There you are, Celine. Hit several enemies using the Arcadian steel sword during the same fight 8 times. Okay. Cynthia, okay, let's go and hunt it. And he teleported again. Damn it, it's going to take me all day to walk over there. It's just about to heal him as well.
I'm not done yet.
Come on. Ah, darn, I don't have enough any revival thingies. Can't run. Oh well. Cynthia says nap time, yeah.
Darkness before dawn.
You're getting a bit too close for comfort, you know.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
Right, huh? I might lose this, but I kind of want to, because that fight didn't go very well, so I wanted to do it over. Cynthia, grinding takes so long, I swear, the worst part of Nuzlocke by far. I can imagine. time I'm gonna have Celine keep up the healing.
Darkness before dawn.
But I can't, because then I'll lose the optional challenge. Can't use the same skill twice. Cynthia stab Neumes backward.
It's over.
Yeah. I'll get through this eventually. You go down. Cynthia, this seems like it will get tedious quickly. It's a JRPG. Some tedious combat is to be expected. Uh-oh.
I feel
Are you kidding me? Okay. Cynthia nap time squared. Like I moved. Defend. Why? Why does it go off straight away? Like what? You can't even attack them. Cynthia, maybe ranged attacks or fire damage. I mean, fire is just does neutral damage the same as everything else.
If I can't find a way, I'll make one!
Kill an enemy by backstabbing them. Cynthia, well, since it explodes, the thought process is fire equals boom. Or a ranged weapon that just sets it off. But the thing is, you can't target it. That's the problem. I don't know if ranged weapons can even set it off. Cynthia, well, that's just lame. Yes, indeed it is. Yeah, Darian's probably going to die now because I messed up. Okay. There. Come on. I screwed this up. That was probably a really bad idea. Oh. Well, at least I got that one. Okay. Ah, no, I meant to move. Damn it. Okay. Oh, you can target them. Okay. I really do not get this. You supposed to destroy it or something? Like, how do you avoid that? guess you just have to destroy it before it explodes on you. The ones come out. You're gonna have to survive, Darian, I'm sorry. It's a potion. Yeah. Weak to thunder, I thought so. Oh. That was annoying. Okay, it's already been 2 hours, so I guess that's where we end. Oh, bring back the sword to Karhog the blacksmith. Well, I can do that tomorrow. But now I'll just save and then we'll end here for today. Tomorrow we continue our search for the relic. Cynthia, proper sword fighting is taking turns bapping each other over the head with your sword until someone drops. Oh, so if I bap you over the head, you'll drop? Is that what you're telling me? Zoe says, I don't think the head bapping is even necessary, and Cynthia says, key smash, but as just listen, you can't. And what exactly can't I do? Because I feel like I could do anything. Oh, Zoe, you may not add pet abuse. Oh, Zoe, you may not know about this tradition, but like, I don't know how many of my streams you've watched until the end, but it's kind of become a thing that I do a little stretch at the end of my streams. That was fun. Cynthia, I can't do anything. Okay, General. Hey, just because it's a reference doesn't mean it's not true. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. See you, Daybreakers. See you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Love and peace.